I'm Christine and I'm your CEO. Wherever you're watching this video from, whether I or colleagues are in the room with you, I'm sending this message to everyone who works for, volunteers or supports our organisation. You will meet many people in the film, but here's a quick hello from my fellow chief officers. We've put this film together to introduce you to the new name of our charity, which from the 14th of February next year will be the name every office, every service, every one of us in the organisation will use when speaking about our charity. In this film we've worked with our staff and a number of the people who use our services and who have found that their lives are better because of the support they receive from us. I am very grateful to all of you who've given your time to help with the making of this film.
My name's Valerie Chalmers. I'm the team leader for the Ealing Carer Centre. I've been doing it for nearly 3 years. Basically, I like helping people.
And I have been working for 24 years and I've always enjoyed it. I've never wanted to stop doing it.
I work in Buckingham and the surrounding villages, so it's a very rural scheme, and I enjoy travelling around all to my clients' houses in the countryside.
I work as a coordinator at our Horsham Club in West Sussex and also do care support work.
I'm a carer support worker and I go to people's houses and I either take them out or sit and chat with them.
I am the volunteer coordinator. I've been with the organisation 8 years. I work in the Nottingham area.
I've worked for the organisation for 8 years, well, just a few months short. I'm project coordinator for Home First North.
I work in the Ashfield, Mansfield area. I've been with the company nearly 6 years.
I work in Havering and I like it because I enjoy doing my job, looking after people, caring for people.
I'm the Learning and Development Supervisor and I've been with the organisation 17 years. We've got a great team down here.
And I've been with the Trust for 10 years now. My role here, I go around and give support to people with dementia and end of life.
I work for the Wokingham Outreach Service. My role is to find as many hidden carers as there are out there, to get them involved in everything that we do, to make sure that they know all the services that's out there for them and introduce them to any professional bodies that can help them within their caring role.
I work in the Reading area and I like it because we only have 17 care support workers that I look after, so I can give them a lot of individual attention and they're just amazing care support workers basically. It's a lovely area to work in.
I go into people's homes and I help maintain their independence. I support them in whatever they need for that particular task on that particular day. It could vary from client to client. It's very much client-based on their personal needs.
Without them, I wouldn't be able to get up and start my day-to-day life. And they make me feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable and safe with them.
I care for my dad, who's got diabetes and essential tremor, and I help around the house with the pots and stuff like that because my dad can't move or anything like that by himself.
It's important so that people have that support they need when they're looking after their own family members. They have that time out, or they know that there's always going to be someone there to help them get them ready when they need it.
I am 78 years old and I can't be sure that I'm going to be here for long maybe. Honestly, I cannot imagine. They are very good in trying to help people with this type of condition, and so that way I don't know what else to do because there's no other organizations which provide care service like this.
Support services like these for these young people, what it's about really is saying is they're not alone. There are people who understand, and when things become overwhelming, there's myself and there's other workers who can step in, but most of all a place where they can build relationships and chat to one another. I think that's been the greatest part of this support for these guys. And so I think it makes a massive difference, and I'd only wish I had it when I was younger.
It's very, very important from the point of the carers that they have respite, because it's desperately needed, because most of them live with family and they're caring for them 7 days a week. For the organisation, I think it really helps with the reputation, because generally Home Share has quite a good reputation, and I think it's good that they always get positive feedback, as they do from all the services they provide.
So we don't just deal with the care, we do giving out advice, and sometimes it's just a friendly face that walks in. Though we deal with all the care, we are a friend as well. You know, it's someone to chat to.
The important thing is when I visit families or individuals in the community, the feedback we get that our workforce, they're kind, caring, trustworthy, very professional, and they feel safe, leaving their loved ones with our support worker.
I think in a whole, the service and what we actually provide for our organisation is such a benefit to carers and their well-being. A lot of the time they don't have that time to themselves, and they want to ensure that there's going to be somebody, a trusted provider, that's going to be out there looking after the person that they care for and that they love.
Well, it's important because the thing is, people need to have services available to them that they can trust, that they can rely on. And that is what the organisation provides.
Because people with care needs need their unpaid carers to look after them. Their unpaid carers need help and support so they don't feel isolated. And families without support just go downhill fast. And we want them to have a good quality of life, which is why the organisation offers a range of services.
When you look at the organisation now, it's spread across such a huge geographical area, and all those local areas are really important because the people know their area, they know the people they work with, but we've got to do something, I think, to help us all feel part of one organisation.
I think the programme for change is not only important, I think it's vital. I came into the organisation with an expectation of ambition and progress. Very gratifyingly, we've achieved much of that, but I think we're only on a journey which is far from finished. And the programme for change, I think, is an important step in actually beginning a new chapter in the life and the fortunes of this organisation.
It's important because the organisation is changing rapidly, it's growing rapidly, and it needs to adapt and change within itself so that it can be successful in the future.
Change is a difficult thing, and I would just like to wish everybody all the best in terms of going on this journey and coming with us in becoming something new and exciting. Although change can be scary, I would like people to try and embrace this and see it as a good thing that they can grow along with.
On behalf of the trustees, I would like to thank everyone who is committed to the change and development undertaken thus far, and further required to ensure that our new named charity reaches and supports as many beneficiaries as we possibly can. Significant investment has already been made to develop the culture of how we work and behave within our organisation. Our CEO and fellow trustees have already described why it is so critical that we, as a united group and leaders in our field, drive our programme for change forward and be ready to adapt and deliver as we move into 2020 and beyond. Thank you.
I find it rewarding because the carers have some carers don't go out all week, and I just go to them maybe once a week for 3 hours, and that's the only time they get out, and they're so appreciative.
Our company is a completely different kind of care company. It's personal incentive, it takes people out of their homes, we can spend time with them. It's more personal, you get to know that person.
The feedback you have from the family, that really makes you feel so satisfied for offering support to somebody who's really needy. So the appreciation from the family actually makes me feel happy, and I feel it's quite rewarding.
It's a lifeline for people like Sunil. It gives them access, so it kind of enables them to be more active and meet maybe their needs, the level of needs they want to do. So, and also it makes me feel quite good about myself that I'm doing something I feel was quite meaningful to the client, and they kind of say that as well, thank you for coming, or things like that, and that kind of, it kind of touches your heart a bit actually. It's more than just a job, I'd say. Yeah.
John's built up such a trust level with Jill now. He knows her so well. He'll talk to Jill, he'll absolutely brilliant. Right. And she makes John feel so safe. And it means the world to me. They're both there for John and I, no matter what. And you guys are always there for us.
I think I'll really struggle, and I've made new friends and I'm really enjoying it. But if this wasn't here, I think I'll really struggle looking after my parents.
The carers are providing a fantastic service. That they come for an hour in the morning, an hour at night, and then we have a sit-in service which follows on in the morning, and the carers then can look after Betty so I can go out. But without support from carers, basically we couldn't manage.
A friendly and reliable service, and sometimes they would go the extra mile or do an extra little job, and they came in a cheerful, helpful manner, and so therefore it gives you one confidence. There's a good team.
I find it rewarding because it gives others a chance and it encourages them to help out others as well. Imagine not having any time for yourself, and then imagine not being able to do anything whatsoever.
And at the end of the day, they need us as much as we need them, and I feel that we're doing a great job and that we are helping people to move on with their lives and to help people to enable them to be where they are today and to be able to stay in their homes and have the care that they deserve.
Just amazing that she's got that confidence to come and be herself and feel supported, and by not just the young carers people, but you know, all the people that come here as well. And in terms of the impact as a family unit as well, it's been a huge improvement. Just being able to communicate as a family better together, and understanding that we're not the only ones as well. There are other families out there who have similar difficulties.
If I've got a few problems, that they'll listen to me, and I get very anxious sometimes, so they know how to calm my anxiety down. It just makes me feel comfortable that I can talk to them, and they understand as well. I wouldn't want to change my routine, because it's just something about them. I'm just happy to see the familiar faces all the time. Without them, I don't know what I would do.